The afternoon sun cast long shadows across the weapons maintenance facility at Forward Operating Base Sentinel. The air inside hung thick with the familiar scent of gun oil and metal, a smell that Private First Class Marina Volkov had come to associate with quiet moments between chaos. She sat alone at the far corner workbench, her movements precise and practiced as she field-stripped the Barrett M82 sniper rifle. Each component was removed with care, laid out in perfect order on the cleaning mat. Bolt carrier group, barrel assembly, trigger mechanism. Everything in its place, just as she had been taught. The fluorescent lights hummed overhead, casting harsh illumination on the weapon that had become an extension of herself over the past 14 months. Marina's hands moved automatically through the cleaning routine, muscle memory taking over while her mind wandered to the mission 3 days prior. The compound had been fortified. Intelligence suggested 12 to 15 hostile combatants, but the reality had been different. Always different. She pushed the memory away, focusing instead on the methodical task before her. Cotton patches soaked in solvent, running through the barrel, checking for copper fouling, carbon buildup, any imperfection that might affect accuracy. Most soldiers avoided the weapons facility during off hours, preferring the relative comfort of their quarters or the distraction of the recreation tent. Marina preferred the solitude. Here, surrounded by the tools of her trade, she could exist without the weight of others, expectations, or curiosity. She was so absorbed in her work that she didn't hear the door open, didn't notice the footsteps approaching until a shadow fell across her workbench. Private Volkov. The voice was familiar. Colonel Raymond Castellanos, base commander. Marina's hands stilled immediately. She set down the cleaning rod and stood at attention, her chair scraping against the concrete floor. Sir. She kept her eyes forward, focused on a point just past his shoulder. Castellanos was a career officer, 30 years of service etched into the lines of his face. He had the bearing of someone who had earned his rank through combat rather than politics, though Marina knew he excelled at both. His presence in the maintenance facility was unusual. Commanders had subordinates for weapons inspections. At ease, he moved closer to the workbench, his gaze falling on the disassembled rifle. The Barrett? Your primary weapon? Yes, sir. Marina relaxed slightly, but remained standing.